Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Friday and welcome to Wicca 303. Today we are talking about lifestyle integration. The deeper you get into your studies and your practice, the more obvious it will become to you that your mundane and your magical lives need to come together and function as one. Trying to keep your daily affairs in one box and your spirituality in another box and maintaining that separation, that is the pathway to sheer frustration, if not madness. Furthermore, it is a missed opportunity. All things in all areas of life have their magical meanings and energies, and ignoring that in your daily life gets in the way of your spiritual progress. And if you create this double life for yourself, you'll always feel torn in two in both your everyday life and your spiritual practice. These things will start to feel like burdens. It won't do. So, the most sensible way forward is to bring the magical and the mundane into harmony with each other. And this is mostly just a matter of changing your state of mind and being aware of the magic that exists around you and making a choice to work in harmony with it instead of against it. Remember, we are never without resources. It may take time and practice to find your groove, but you can do this. So let's talk about home and garden. The foundation for any life is in the home, and we have much more autonomy over our homes. It's often the easiest place for us to integrate the magical and the mundane. Of course, don't feel as though you have to implement every idea all at once. Just pick a starting point that makes sense for you, and once that becomes routine, move on to the next thing. And after a year or so of doing this, the process will feel more natural. So we'll begin with cleaning and other such chores because they're part of the rigors of life. These are jobs that need to be done regardless of anything else going on. One way to make these experiences more magical and more useful to you is to look closely at the ingredients of, say, your customary cleaners that you use. Do the scents corresponds with the intention of cleaning? If not, that would be the first and the easiest thing for you to adjust. Choosing cleaners with intention is the first step towards making sure that when you clean the house, you are also cleansing its energy. Focusing upon that during the cleaning, and you'll accomplish more than just, wiping down the counters and sweeping the floors. That'll take care of the physical, dirt and grime and everything else that builds up. But if you're focusing on the intention of also moving the energy, you can get it done with one fell swoop. Now, cooking is a daily affair, or at least it ought to be. As convenient as it might be to just swing through the drive-thru or go out to eat, it's frightfully expensive, not at all as healthy, and it deprives you of an opportunity to practice your craft. Every ingredient in cooking has magical properties, and performing kitchen magic is largely a matter of telling the ingredient or the ingredients what you want them to accomplish. Good health, prosperity, and luck are the most usual intentions to focus upon, but you're by no means limited to that. Now, for the laundry. Now, I realize that magic and laundry are not words that often appear in the same sentence, and it can be an admittedly overlooked aspect of our lives. And just because something that has to be done, the faster the better. I mean, wouldn't it be lovely if someone else was doing the folding and the putting away? However, I have observed that energy has a way of clinging to clothes, even after they're laundered. And if we feel stuck or we just feel ick when we put on a particular garment, it may have nothing to do with how it fits or how the color looks on us. It could just be the threads of energy that are clinging to that. The washing machine, no matter how efficient, just isn't the right tool for the job to get rid of those energies that are, latched onto the fabric. One thing that could help is to waft cleansing incense on the clothes. But if you don't want the smell of the incense on the fabric, one alternative is to place small stones of selenite, clear or cracked quartz, and black tourmaline in a drawer with the affected clothing. The selenite is to cleanse the energy, the quartz is to amplify that cleansing, and the tourmaline is to absorb and trap any lingering bad vibes. Now, in the garden, whether you are growing vegetables, fruits, or flowers, you can find something that will thrive in your area that also serves your magical purposes. Protection, for example. We all want our homes to be as safe as possible, and utilizing the magical properties and of appropriate plants is a way to add another layer of protection to the ordinary steps you already take to safeguard your home. If you haven't already, I highly recommend investing in a hefty magical correspondence book. It's super handy to have all of that information at your fingertips, and it saves you a lot of time. Now, the soul of the house. Every home, if you've observed, has its own energy and personality, whether it's a fully conscious energy or not. This energy can be the unseen ally to help bring your life into better cohesion. Make your offerings to the soul of the house. Ask for its aid to help things go more smoothly. Affirm your commitment to look for opportunities to enhance the magic of the home, and then just trust the process. Now, this brings us to the workplace. Unlike our homes, where we can more or less do as we like, utilizing our magic in the workplace will need to be discreet. After all, everyone in the workplace, they are there to work, not. And it's best to avoid being obnoxious or making a nuisance of ourselves. So, one thing we can do is to use our breaks for brief meditations. Even if it's only 2 minutes, you can use those 2 minutes to just recenter yourself. This will help with stress management, and having a clearer head will make you more effective in your work. Taking a psychological break is just as essential as taking a physical break. Carry crystals or wear jewelry that helps you perform well. Citrine is marvelous to up your energy levels, and wearing a religious symbols that means something to you, it can reinforce your connection to the divine, and even something as simple as saying a blessing, even a silent one over your lunch, all of that builds up to ensure a better workplace experience. If you are having ongoing issues with someone that you work with, you can use your capabilities to protect yourself. One really quick and really easy spell involves writing the person who's bothering you, writing their name on a bay leaf, then burning that bay leaf and stating your desire for their ill intentions to blow away from you. And as the smoke is blowing away from the burning leaf, I've had outstanding results with that. So, these are just a few things for you to think about as you're contemplating how to integrate your lifestyle in with your magical practice. Now, for our homework for September 8th through September 14th. Number one, pick a starting point. It doesn't matter what that point is. Don't worry about getting it right or getting it perfect. And don't overthink it. Just pick a place to add more magical intention to your life and just get started. That's the hardest part. Number two, journal about how your efforts to do this go throughout the week. It's okay to experience some bumps in the road. They are inevitable. Just keep persevering. And number three, once you feel comfortable with a part of your routine, consider adding in another layer and just keep going through that process. And before you know it, the magical life that you already wanted is a reality and not just a dream. So that does it for this week. Next week in class, we will be talking about next level rituals. So come back for that. In the meantime, comments, questions, concerns, complaints, leave them for me in the comment section below, or come see me at Blackbird's Brew on Gilded. Link in the description box, and you can bring whatever your thoughts are there. But that will do it for now, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.